welcome to Native English Language Center Arrow. I am Wasim.
And I'm Hamayun.
You look tired, Hamayun.
Well, I didn't sleep last night. I was tossing and turning, but I could not get to sleep.
Well, it's a coincidence. Our topic today is insomnia, the condition of a person suffer from and find it difficult to get to sleep when he go to bed.
Thankfully, I really don't have insomnia, but every now and again I find it difficult to get to sleep.
Well, keep listening. We might have some advice to help with that, but first question, what is required for the longest human has gone without sleep? Is it A, about 7 days, B, about 9 days, or is it C, about 11 days? What do you think? Hamayun?
All of these seem impossible, so I have to go with the shortest, about 7 days.
Well, if you can stay awake long enough, I will let you to find at the end of the program. Dr. Randy Dragman is an expert in all the things to do with the sleep. He was interviewed recently on the BBC Radio Service program. He was interviewed recently on the BBC Radio Service program. He was asked what was the best tip to get to sleep. You're finding it difficult. Listen his suggestion, please.
And it sounds counterintuitive, but trust me, I have got the case of the time behind this statement. If you cannot sleep, get out of bed.
So, Hamayun, how does he suggest you to help yourself to get to sleep?
Well, actually, he says that the best thing to do is to get out of bed.
So, the sound is exactly the opposite of what should you do, doesn't it?
Well, he does say that his advice is counterintuitive, which means exactly that the opposite of what you might expect.
And it says that it is the decades of research. A decade is a period of a 10 year. Every decade is a journey term per man year, and it's a journey term per man year, at least 20. Let's hear the advice from a doctor, for Dr. Mahmoud again.
And it sounds counterintuitive, but trust me, I have got the case of the time behind this statement. If you cannot sleep, get out of bed.
His advice, get out of bed, is good advice. Here's the explanation from a Dr. Mahmoud.
When you are in a bed and you are not asleep and you do that over and over again for extended periods of time, the ability of the bed to put you to sleep starts getting diluted. Not only that, it starts getting replaced by thinking and tossing and turning and worrying and doing all these things. When you are in a bed and you are not asleep, get out of bed. This is probably one of the most effective ways to prevent chronic insomnia. It is also one of the really effective ways to treat it. It won't work 100% of the time, but it will actually work more than most people think.
Mr. Hamayun, we normally sleep on the bed. The bed is designed to make it easy to sleep. When we cannot sleep, it makes the bed impact weaker. As the trainer said, it dilutes the power of the bed and to help us to sleep.
Well, when you dilute something, you make it weaker. For example, you can dilute the strength of a fruit juice by adding water to it.
If you are in the bed, tossing and turning, which is expression used to describe moving around the bed, trying to get to sleep, we begin to think that the bed is a place where we don't sleep rather than a place where we do sleep. So get out of bed and break the connection.
He says that a positive way to approach chronic insomnia. Chronic is an adjective which is used to describe the condition that are long-lasting. Here, we are not talking about occasionally not being able to get sleep, but a condition that happens every night.
Let's do Dr. Mahmoud again.
And it sounds counterintuitive, but trust me, I have got the case of the time behind this statement. If you cannot sleep, get out of bed. When you are in a bed and you are not asleep and you do that over again for extended periods of time, the ability of the bed to put you to sleep starts getting diluted. Not only that, it starts getting replaced by tossing and turning and worrying and doing all these things. When you are not asleep, get out of bed. This is probably one of the most effective ways to prevent chronic insomnia. It is also one of the really effective ways to treat it. It won't work 100% of the time, but it will actually work more than most people think.
Time to repeat today's vocabulary, but first let's send the answer of the quiz question. What is the record for the longest human who's gone without sleep? Is it A, about 7 days, B, about 9 days, or C, about 11 days? What do you think, Hamayun?
I thought that it must be about 7 days.
Well, I'm afraid you're not right. The answer is amazingly just 11 days. Extra bonus for someone who knew that was done in 1964 by someone called Randy Gardner.
That's extraordinary. It's difficult to imagine even going a couple of days without sleep. I wonder that how long he slept after that.
14 hours, 14 minutes.
You have got all the answers, haven't you?
Well, when I can't sleep, I get up and read trivia. It's the time for the vocabulary. Today's topic is insomnia.
This is a word for a condition of not being able to sleep, and something that which we do and trying to sleep, that is toss and turn bad.
Well, today the opposite of what seems logical or obvious is counterintuitive. It goes against what you might expect. If you can't sleep, get out of it.
Our next word is diluted. This word is from dilute, which means to make something less strong.
And finally, there is the adjective chronic, which is the expression for a medical condition that is a long-lasting. And when we say, and someone who has an adjective chronic, regularly has difficulty getting enough sleep, and it's something that happens, and it's something that happens now and again.
We hope that 6 minute English is not cure for the insomnia. For the insomnia, I want you to listen both broadcast and radio spoken.
Where before we are drop asleep of comforting your comforting voice of the comforting tones of your voice is the time to say goodbye. But it's for all program and for me. And find us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and our YouTube pages, and of course our website bbclearningenglish.com, where you can find all kinds of videos, activities, and programs to improve your English. Thank you for joining us. Goodbye.
Thanks for calling me, and bye.